Thank you very much, and thanks also, committee for justice for making this happening. And this is a very important meeting. I hope it can contribute towards the stopping of the war in Sudan. I would like to speak briefly about the Youth Citizen Observers Network, or YCON, and the challenges that we have faced during our work in Sudan, starting before, after, and even during the war. The Youth Citizen Observers Network, YCON, is an independent youth network concerned with monitoring and documenting human rights situation and supporting democratic civilian transition government in Sudan through field monitoring and advocacy effort. YCON was founded after December Revolution and was established to monitor the performance of the transitional government and its commitment to the slogan and the agenda of the revolutions at that time. However, after the outbreak of the war, its role shifted a bit into monitoring human rights violations and international humanitarian law, in addition to its role in civic monitoring. It relies on grassroots monitoring through local monitors spread across various villages and cities in Sudan, and it publishes thematic and periodic and urgent reports on the situations alongside with the research on the violation in Sudan. YCON faces numerous challenges, the most significant of which is the security situations of our field documentations. The war has caused security complications related to the movement of civilians, and of course, the monitors and the observers on the ground, particularly the monitors working to document violation or civic activists operating to generally stop the war in Sudan. These individual faces security harassment with weak protection mechanism, especially for field monitors. Such harassment includes detention, search, and arrest, which restricts the movement of monitors on the grounds. And this has affected much the work of the observations that we are handling from time to time. Additionally, communication interruptions or internet blackout greatly affected the flow of information and the data we received from the ground. Despite all these challenges, we are very proud that the monitors continue to provide us with daily information. And at this opportunity, allow me to thank everyone who's working under these complex conditions and for their brave action to inform the world about what is happening in Sudan. But unfortunately, the world has remained inactive and silent toward taking any decisive action of what's happening in Sudan. And the war is still going on, and the violation continue in a daily basis. And also there are significant challenges regarding the long-term planning for our work and activities stemming from the lack of support, especially after the recent decision related to the fund cut, as most some of you have just stated in their statement. And this issue has not only affected the long-term plans, but has also significantly impacted on the documentations process, monitoring violation, and providing humanitarian assistance, particularly concerning emergency rooms, as has been mentioned before, and kitchens in cities and villages of Sudan. It becomes difficult to establish a long-term plan for us and for other organizations and youth-led initiatives in the absence of the fund, as there is no guarantee of implementations, um, um, yeah, as there is no guarantee of the implementation of what the plan might entails. Although we prepared a strategic plan for 3 years last July, we lacked the necessity guarantee to implement or to make it happen optimally due to the funding halt. This necessitates a greater role from supporting organizations, funding organizations towards grassroots youth and women initiatives that have been affected by the funding halting, to ensure the continuity of their humanitarian rights-based activities in the manner that guarantees the interest of the Sudanese citizens. Lastly, there are also challenges related to communication with regional mechanism and the United Nations, especially of the human rights, represented by the weakness of or scarcity of communication channels with these mechanisms. Many Sudanese would like and the reports on the daily basis, and they would like to present what they have in the different mechanisms and the UN and so on. But as I've mentioned, the communication channels with these mechanisms and, and the times, it relies solely on personal relationship to access them. In addition, the lack of common coordination mechanism